Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. F-Dash here with F-Dash TV. And it's been a while since I've had one of these videos where I actually talk to you. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to react to my very first Card Monsters video. Right? This video was published, I think it was close to like 5 years ago now. And it is, my quote-unquote first look at Card Monsters. It is a pretty long video, as you can see, 29 minutes. You guys know me. I tend to talk on and on. So no more talking. Let's go ahead and look at the video. We're going to see how Card Monsters used to be and, get flooded with a little nostalgia and then see what it was all about. So let's go ahead and start it up, see what's up.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's F-Dash here with F-Dash TV. Today we got another first look for you. Today for Card Monsters. Now Card Monsters should not be confused with the almost exact same game that is currently on Congregate. This is sort of like an offshoot, sort of like a clone, but not a clone. Essentially it's a CCG game, it's a collectible card game, competitive card game, whatever you want to call it. In the vein of Hearthstone. And this one's a little different because it's much less complicated than Hearthstone and the ilk of that kind. And it promises 3-minute battles.
So that's honestly the main reason that I even got the game. Because I had always looked at card games, but they were just so, like Hearthstone, dude, there's so many rules and it's just so much. This was super simple. It was very easy to get into, and he said, old me said, they were promising 3-minute battles. So I was like, hey, let's see what's up.
So whether or not it delivers on that, it's not really what we're here to discuss. We're more here to show you the game. So this is your main screen here. Only 2 modes, arena and event. Now the events change. So
there was only 2 modes back when I first did this video. That's crazy. That means there was no tournaments at all.
Every single day. So you see right now we've got
PvE
Blacksmith, which is a PvE event, and it ends in about 30 minutes. You can collect legendary items. Training camps open every single day, so you can always go in and train, and then new events every single day.
A bunch of PvE.
Those are whatever. You are going to want to do those so that you can get some of these monster runes and some daily card packs for sure. Here's instructor emails telling you the same thing. So events are now open. Go and challenge experience all new challenges. You can also continue to participate in the training camp. So down here you've got your shop, you've got quests, you've got guilds, which at the moment are nothing more than just a collection of players. Maybe in the future they're going to do something like Guild Wars or
and they did. Look at that. They did do Guild Wars.
Battle inside your guild. I don't really know. Right now there's not a whole big reason to join a guild, but
it took me a while to join one too.
If you want to, you can go ahead and join a guild. Your packs is where you go and collect your packs that you've either earned or bought. And you've got your collection. There's so much to show you in terms of the cards and the mechanics and all that. I'm going to show you a few different things here. But
look at this deck. Look at this deck, people. Look at it. Admire it. Love it. This is, again, back in the day, guys, level 5 was max. So you see I have some max cards here. I got some max cards.
It's much better when it is in motion here. So let's look at a card such as Void Element. And let's discuss the card here first before we head down to the skill details.
Always a good card.
So you see in the top left corner, we've got a blue crystal with a number in it. This is the essentially called play number. So this is how many crystals you need in order to play this card. So every turn in this game, you get 3 crystals. So obviously a card like Void Element can be played on your, can be played every turn, if you have that many. If it had 3 crystal cost, then, it could still be played. Now, if it has a 4 crystal cost, then it cannot be played in one hand. It has to be played in 2 hands. So it means you gotta either play a card that has a 1 or, pretty much
this is post nerf
and wait for the next round when you've got 6 crystals to spend. Bottom left hand corner is your attack number So this will either be your sword, which stands for melee, or it will be a wand, which stands for
Let's see what else we got
magic,
here. We're going to
or
talk
it'll
about
be a
this
bow,
for
which stands for range.
quite some time. Then we talk
Now,
about
so it's sort
items.
of like a one-time use thing. We've got others.
Let's look at
Oh, there's actually a pretty good one right
the
there. And show you my
replays. Ooh,
give me a
replays.
sec here. And show you one of the last
Look,
battles I
no.
had. At the very top
Where are
one you
these
see there,
bots?
it's me against somebody called Deathless.
Was
His
Deathless a bot?
Death. His deck strength is 1970. Mine is
may have been a bot.
2285. Now that is not necessarily a good indication of whether or not it's going to be a good battle or not. In fact, you can't even see deck strength when you're fighting somebody. So it's only after in this one screen here we can actually see what their deck strength was. But let's go ahead and watch this battle. And a lot of things are going to happen. I'm going to try to articulate them as best as I can.
Gonna break it down.
But I will warn you, a lot's going to happen.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Big arena. That's what it used to be called, guys. Big arena. I was in 15. Deathless was in 16.
And my apologies if my sound gets kind of wonky here. All right. So first off, I'm gonna pause it right as soon as we start here. That was the coin toss. So every game starts with a coin toss, and that essentially decides who goes first. So if you see a heads, then you go first. If you see not a heads, sort of like a cannon or something, or no, that actually, if you see an X, I'm sorry, that's tails, and it means you go second. In this game, going first is kind of a death sentence, unless you have a really, really good, powerful
You see,
first
skipping
card.
was always.
You're almost always going to want to go second, so that you can take out that powerful card. It's really weird. In this game, you don't really want to go first. The other thing I want to note is that on the top here, you can actually see his cards. That's only true during replays. So I'm actually going to remove that ability so you can see what I saw when I battled this person. And on the bottom, you can always, of course, see your cards. So again, I go second. So you can see there, let me know. So he immediately starts out and he plays a King Rat. Now, King Rat is very powerful, as you can see. He does 4 melee damage.
Very powerful.
And he's at 8 health. You know, that's no slouch right there. Now, if we look at my cards, you'll see that I have a 4 cost. Well, actually, let me explain. On the left-hand side, you'll see equipment. On the right-hand side, you will see my monsters. So you see I have a 3 and I have a 4. The problem with my 3 is that he's a ranger. And as you can see from the board, I cannot put my ranger in the front. So I'm going to have to play my 4 card. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to sacrifice one of my equipment.
I should have skipped. Where was Angelic when I needed him?
This happen. So I sacrifice my wand to play this character who does 4
really
damage
wasn't
on
worth
the Rat
it
King.
at all.
So now he brings out a character who does... Go ahead and pause that there. A character who does magic damage. So you see, now if you add his magic damage plus King Rat's damage, that's 6 damage, you know? So I can't... Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. I couldn't take that much damage, so I lost a card.
Why?
So at this point,
Jesus, I played bad.
I have to play this card here.
How did I win this?
Fishman, who doesn't attack. All he does is heal, right? So I'm already at a disadvantage because I'm playing my healer. I have nobody to heal, and I have nobody to attack his cards. So this is not going well for me.
I think
so
this
far.
was a
now
bot,
he has
by the
another
way.
magic user. Here's 2 damage. Here's 2
You just
damage.
lost
Guess
another
what? Here's
card.
4 damage. I've just
What a
lost
loser.
another card.
Who is this guy?
It's crazy. He throws out a cat emoji. So here's something else.
Yeah, that was definitely a
that
bot.
happened a little fast. So what I did there is I played my King Rat, and then I sacrificed a card so that next time
I could play Frosty.
I could play maybe my Frosty. You know, it'll give me additional crystals there. But again, I mean, you just look what he has. He's got 2 damage.
Could have avoided
on the
all
left,
this
2
if you
damage
just
on the
skipped.
right, and 4 damage in the middle. 8 damage. As you can see, my King Rat can only take 7. So again, this is not going well. I did manage to take out his King Rat, so that's good. And the cool thing about my King Rat, as opposed to his, this is not going well at all.
Absolutely a bot.
All right, let me pause that there. A lot happened there. So the cool thing about my King Rat is that you'll see he has a little crystal on top. When you max him out, Every time he destroys any monster, he gives you an additional crystal. So that's actually pretty big if you can keep him alive. Obviously, the idea
If
is
you
to
can keep him
shield
alive.
him, or put the fish there so that he can heal him. But I don't have that luxury. So now he's brought out this really big guy, Big Bones, I believe is what his name is, who also does 4 damage. He put a shield on him for 3 hits, and he has 7 HP. And he
Big
still has
Bones.
the
Big
2
Bones was
force
top
users
tier,
on the
people.
side. So
It was top tier.
my King Rat's going to die here.
He did.
And you can see raped.
Seriously, how the hell did I
Now,
win this match?
I do want to
Frosty?
say that every time you lose a monster, you do get one additional crystal as well. So you see my crystals are piling up right now. And this is good because it affords me 7 crystals, which allows me to play both my Frosty and my I never remember this guy's name, but it's a cat on a hawk, pretty much.
So, did I win this because of Fly? Because I feel like I won this because of Fly. Let's look.
Now, keep in mind the symbols on top of their heads. This is it's called flight, and essentially it allows them to dodge.
RNG.
Quite often, actually. And my Frost is going to dodge here coming up, and it's pretty much going to save my ass completely.
Yep, I won because of that. Jesus, this game, man.
So I do 3 damage over there. I'm going to ignore his armor, remember. So you see I went straight for his HP. So now he does 2 damage here, 2 damage here. Now, I would have died. I should have died there. But you'll see he actually misses. Because my flight kicked in.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, that saved my ass. Now I threw up my big...
So, and Flight was always the problem, right, guys? Like, Flight, from day one, from the jump, Flight was the worst ability they could have added to this game. And they never nerfed it. They never did anything. In fact, I think it was buffed a couple times. Crazy. Absolutely insanity.
Whoa. Now I'm going to start going on the offensive here. As you can see, he has 6 animals left. I only have 5. But I threw up my bull. Here's the cool thing about this bull. He does only do 3 damage. He does have 6 HP, but he's got this little symbol on top with a 2. And this actually can be upgraded to a 3. Essentially, he'll do his normal 3 damage to the person in front of him, but then he'll do 2 damage to a random enemy on the side. And so this is, this is going to be huge as we continue watching. So 3 damage over here. 3 damage here. So I've knocked out one of his magic users. Now this magic user rotates. 3 there. Unfortunately, I did get hit with that, but okay, a lot happened there. So here's what happened. So I took out the person on the side, and when you lose one monster, everything rotates. So his big bones, I hit his big bones. His big bones had a special armor on that where when he was attacked by melee, he would retaliate. So he retaliated against me. So that's why I've lost some HP there. But then again, my bull did the -2 to a person on the side, and his ghost only had 2, so he's gone now. So now,
listen, I know I talk a lot in my videos, but this is pretty in-depth stuff, right? So if this was your first time ever looking at card monsters, and you're like, gee, I wonder what this game is about. I broke it down. All right, I did a damn good job. If I say so myself, I did a great job of breaking this down. So thank you for the likes.
now he's only got 4 monsters left. I've got 5. So things are, the RNG has swung towards my direction at this point. He threw out another magic user and a bird user, and he gave more equipment. So I just got hit there for 3 HP, which is going to kill my Frosty because he can't dodge range attacks. But I did want to highlight his magic user here on the left. He's got this symbol on top where he not only does he attack magic, but then he'll attack another character on the side of that character with more magic. So it kind of rapes. So my Frosty dies. That means my bird moves over. He's going to get hit for 2. The bull's going to get hit for 1, and then 4. Boom. So things are looking really,
how the hell did I win?
Bad for me at the moment. It's not looking good at all. It's very bad. But let's see what I can do. So I'm going to destroy one of these gears. I'm going to throw out the last 2.
I even have a video later on about Shield Ghost. How much I loved Shield Ghost. I honestly think Shield Ghost is one of the absolute best cards in the beginning of the game. It was super powerful. Obviously, as blue started to take over, it got a little less powerful. But man, Shield Ghost, I love that card. I love them so much.
Monsters I have. So this is it for me. I have no more monsters in my pack here. He's got one more. But let me talk about these two monsters here. So you saw he did have a ghost as well. The ghost has a symbol on top of his head, which is a sword with a down arrow. And that makes all melee attacks, actually I think all attacks, could be just melee though.
Just melee.
Do one less damage. And then my shield does not
Attack.
do damage, but he does protect the other people by blocking 1 magic damage and 2 sword damages.
Hell of a breakdown,
range
people.
Damages.
Hell of a
and that's
breakdown.
going to prove super helpful as we go on and finish this match. So let's continue here. So you see 1 down there, so he's going to do 2 damage here, 3 damage there. So I've knocked out his bird. Remember, he does have 1 more animal left.
What's it called? Falcon Rider, right?
And he brings him out, and who is it? The Reacher. But so yeah, so you saw that. Let me go ahead and pause that. So the Reacher went, and he always attacks the person in the middle, and he attacked the shield. But the shield person, the shield itself, blocks 2 damage. So because of that, the Reacher is effectively worthless because he will always attack the person in the middle, and that's why you want to put your shield in the middle if you can, because he's going to protect your other 2 players. In this case, the 1 player I have left. Now, the magic user did get my cat there, so there's nothing I can do about that. But he's going to also throw 1 magic, and again, I can block 1 magic there. So let me pause that. So I was able to block that 1 magic because the shield blocks 1 magic. However, if you look at the big bones in the middle there, he's got 6 freaking attack, and I can only block 2 of that, so I've lost 4 HP. So this is not looking well for me here, but I did just sacrifice a card that I did not need anymore. So now I'm going to start equipping my 2 characters here with everything I've
Could have sacked earlier, but what ifs.
got left. So I equipped him with a shield and chaos, and I equipped him with chaos and 2 shield as well. So 2 there. Remember, it's random damage, so I was able to knock him out. Moves reach over. Now at this point, there's really, so here's where he ran into trouble. At this point, his Reacher,
The bot, which I did eventually make a video of how this game was full of bots. It really was.
he has no more abilities left to make him do more melee attacks, right? So he's, again, never going to be able to hit my shield for any damage. And then the person in the middle does 3, so he will be able to do 1 damage, but he's going to do it to my shield. So
I think I maxed him too. He's like level 5. But he was, what is he, like a common? He was one of those gray ones, so he was easy to max.
let's see here. So you see I do 1 damage, but to my shield. Now I've got another one here. I'm going to go ahead and blow that one. And it leaves me with 1 card left. So there's my magic. Here's some chaos damage. So again, now he switches everything up, so he does 2 damage, but again, that 2 damage is not going to do anything to my shield, and I still have a cap left. So 0.
Cap was OP. Cap was OP.
Now he blew up my shield, which is fine because I've got this cap here. So not only do I have a 5 shield now, but I also can do 2 damage to the enemy, Big Bones, ignoring any armor he may potentially have had on. In this case, he doesn't have any on, but no matter what, he was going to die. So 2 for you, you're dead. 2 for you, you're dead.
Dead.
And that's the match.
That's the match. So we're going to go ahead and stop it here. But I mean, I really did break this down quite lovely. If you want to see this video, it is in the Card Monsters playlist that I have. For some reason, it's the 3rd video, even though it's the first video that I made for it. Very weird. I'll also link it. But hopefully this trip down memory lane was one that brought some joy to your face, right? just saying how the cards were, the breakdown, the match, right? So I do hope to react to some other matches in the future, right? Because that was always one of the fun things. All of those matches still exist on YouTube, right? Muhammad Sane has like a giant list, and Anakim has a giant list. I've got a couple, Snow, right? So there's a bunch of videos that we can watch, but I just want to do this because I do miss the game, right? I played it every single day for like 5 years, so it was a big part of my life, and I know it was a big part of yours too, right? So, Card Monsters, my very first look at Card Monsters. It's a 30-minute video. Again, we went through 20 minutes. There's still 9 minutes of me blabbering on. I'm not. Oh, we watched a couple more stuff. So yeah, if you want to see the rest of that, I'll link it below. Otherwise, hey guys, thank you again so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and think about doing that. Drop me a like, all that stuff that YouTubers say, and I will see you guys next time on effdash TV. Take it easy.